being back home from Texas.
I just am confused why we have to say this every single stream. Why is it that me and Adam can be level, but your big ass head gotta be 3 feet above everybody else? Can you adjust yourself, please?
Well, I mean, he backed up. Can you not adjust yourself that way?
This is literally as low as I can get. But
Then
now I feel like
I don't understand. Like every single time Adam and I were level, we're crispy, we gotta like find you, I guess.
so here's the problem. Here's the problem. In order to make myself level with you, in order to make myself level with you, you're gonna be mad because look, I have to do this and then move me up. And now we're level, but now I'm all up in the camera too much. So like, which one do we want?
Jasmine, we're just gonna have to like do it from this from now on. Okay, guys.
Okay, so
yes.
It's not my fault.
It's whose fault it is. Anyway, guys, what's going on?
This is funny because like your internet's a problem. Him kissing his camera is a problem. Like everybody has a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, always. We're just gonna be special needs.
You're good. We'll just.
I don't know what to do.
That's okay. We are good. We're back. We missed a week. I think that's okay though, because now we're here, and it feels like everyone's in great spirits despite everything going on in the world.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I gotta say, because I want to just throw this out there, and then we're just gonna let it go, because this should be an escapism. We got so much to talk about. We've got the Tony Awards. We've got, I think you guys were mentioning something about wrestling earlier. I don't know.
I did.
Jordan, stop. Just stop. Just stop. Okay, but obviously I'm in LA, you know, I'm a West Coaster, and it's so interesting to wake up on a Sunday knowing that not only is there a Pride Festival going on in Hollywood, but also half of LA is rioting because of ICE. And it's just an interesting to see both rainbow flags waving and smoke bombs waving.
And 2,700 miles away, there's a city full of nothing but Puerto Ricans dancing in the street.
It's just, you know, it is an interesting Sunday. Happy June.
We got it going wild in America.
That is true. I'm interested. I wish I had more friends overseas that I could just be like, hey y'all, real talk.
What do y'all think about what y'all see?
How are you interpreting everything that's happening?
There was an Australian news anchor like down in LA during all the stuff, just
and
reporting. She got, I mean, like clear as day. That
was weird. Hold on.
Her and shot her.
It was weird the way that they labeled that, though. They labeled it a non-fully lethal shot to the leg, so non-lethal.
It's rubber bullet. It's basically
non-fully.
Non-fully, yeah, but that's the title of it. She was shot with a non-fully lethal gun to the leg, and I was
legally,
like,
they have to say it because at a certain distance, it will kill you.
I hear you, but it's a rubber bullet
Semantics.
to the leg. It was just the way, just a non-lethal. Just say like a non-lethal.
Sometimes they'll ricochet and like hit people and stuff like that. This is like, you could see it clear as day. When you watch the video, she's there. The guys on the left, the line of police are on the left, and he just points his barrel to the right and just pops her.
Insane behavior.
Did you guys see that? I know we're gonna brush on this. We're not really gonna talk about it.
You were brushing. I
also, just speaking of news, I don't know if you guys saw, but now that we're talking about it, you'll probably see it. Because they're not rioters. I want to be very clear when we talk about them, they are not rioters, they are protesters.
It is interesting how it like leveled, and then overnight for me anyways, like because of the time difference.
Sure.
It was very calm. There was just a regular
march. It still is. Some of the footage that you're seeing is not from this. It's from other riots that have happened. They're just, the misinformation is just incredible. But these protesters, what was I going to say? Just speaking of like news, the protesters kicked Fox News out. There is video footage of them surrounding Fox 11 News, the LA Fox 11 News, and pushing them out, making sure they could not film, telling everyone, do not speak to them, do not talk to them, we do not subscribe to any kind of falsified news, basically anything that that administration owns, and they very much are in the pockets of Fox News. And so they were very crispy clean about, we do not talk to Fox News. And what they said was, we have our own independent recorders, i.e. us.
The people.
The people.
The people.
We have our own independent reporters.
Ooh, lots of good stuff popping out.
Sued.
Adam, can you just...
But now that we're into the video, everybody, by the way, We forgot to tell them.
It's true.
Hold on. We forgot to tell them.
No, well,
we have a name.
Do you want me to do it? Let me do it. Let me do it.
Go for it.
Do I remember it?
I do. Ready? Because you're the one that named it. You should.
I was gonna say, yeah. We left the call, and then Jasmine did nothing with what we said. We were trying to have curse words in the name.
Yeah.
And she said,
"It's like, no, I need something that can go on T-shirts."
Like, the whole time, we won't say the other names, obviously, but let's make this very clear before we announce this. We sat here after the last episode we did talking about names, and Jasmine the whole time was laughing and, oh my God, yes, that's so good. I love it. And named it nothing close of what
she remembered. She remembered that the mouse might see this. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Be like a conglomerate. I wanted it to be that anyone could, because it could be more than just us three. I did great.
We have had more than just us three on here too. Actually, we can talk about that in a second. But Adam, announce it for the people.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of non-binary, welcome to the Media Emcees.
It does. I like the logo too.
Right there. I was like,
well, I guess I should.
Yes, let's go.
You know what? I'm not the Media MC. By the way, I'm gonna actually need you to.
Right, like the Media MCs. There comes a boo.
Welcome to TME.
They don't even want
it. And like it can be shortened TME, like for merch and things like that.
Look at us. Look at us.
But I also like how Jordan was like, I like this because I am the main character.
That was when I started being on different energy. That's what I'm saying.
All right, Latoya. So
for everybody to see.
I know it's naked. Look at I just want to jump scare.
I'm scared. We need to make a playlist with the old episodes and link them here.
Old episodes, I definitely want to throw those on there, and then also shorts. We can start.
Yeah, we're working. Understand this is a work in progress. It was thrown together not haphazardly. We're doing things. All three of us do content. All three of us do different things. All three of us have different lives. We're nowhere near each other. We've got the Carolinas. We've got the New York, New Jersey area, and then the U.S.'s ass over here. So that's where we all are.
She's like, ain't that all the U.S.?
That's literally all.
No, actually, I'm the chest, he's the belly button, and you're the butt.
I mean, we do be shaking it out here, so I'll give it
God,
that.
Nobody's in Florida because they'd be a dick. So
no, but I do expect us to do a lot on it, where there's going to be different channels, different playlists, different interests, different likes, watch parties. This will be mark this moment, because a year from now, this will be one of the main central hubs of partying. Movies, film, television, gaming, anime, all of that. All of it will be here.
I need a moment for me and Jasmine.
I'm so sorry. And
Jordan,
wrestling.
You're out. I'm sorry. This is me and Jasmine right now, because me and Jasmine argued. Then she saw something, and I need to know. I need the apology. Formula One was fantastic, wasn't it?
She said, "Huh?
You want to run that by me?" I'm sorry. I blacked out a little. What was the question?
Formula One, the movie, was
fantastic. About Ballerina. Ballerina was the shit. Let me tell you.
Formula One was fantastic, wasn't it?
There is.
It's a movie.
What do I say?
Can you even talk on these? Are all these out yet?
Yeah. I can do non-spoiler. The review embargo broke literally. We were the very first, I hate saying it like literally, but quite actually. I saw a 2:30 screening of this film. It was a press. No screenings are ever at 2:30. That in and of itself is insane. The entire room was just, I gotta talk about this too, but the entire room was just press. It was a full-on press LA screening. This was the very first screening, because the movie's, it's 3 weeks from now or 2 weeks from now, I think. 3. We're going to say 3 weeks from now. So
no, it's
2?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it's only the 9th. All that to say, it's a while from now. When I walked up into that room, because I normally go to influencer screenings, like truly pushing on social media. Since this was press, I should not have shown up in my racing full-on, like, what do you call that? Like the suits. I looked like I was a crewman.
You should have come as Lois Lane instead of.
I should have come as Lois Lane, not fully suited up with the, like, just, I was pit crew. I had like a wrench and everything. I was ready. I made a mistake. Because I walked up and the women at the table were like, who are you with? Like, who are you with? How did you find out about this? I was like, oh no, I'm here. Like, this is me. They
thought she came from her day job.
they were like, but who are you with? I was like, myself. My +1 didn't show. Who are you with? I was like, oh, no, I'm not. I was invited. You invited me. I'm not with like any news outlet.
Run your set.
Like, we don't know you.
You invited.
I just want to be famous.
They said run your set.
So I just showed them my email because they couldn't find my name. And then afterwards, after she saw the email, she goes, oh, an influencer. And
here we go. That discourse has been going crazy online.
Like, you invited me. What? Anyway, she like.
And then Jasmine turned around, went up live on Instagram. It's like, these
I said, this bitch. Nah. But no. But she like tossed the tickets at me. It was very weird because even like later the security because they had security at the doors. Was like, where's your ticket? And I was like, they only handed me a red ticket for me to get popcorn. There were no tickets. And he was like, honestly, I don't care. Just come inside. I don't care. I watched the film. And what I will say, now that we're getting to the titty of the gritty of it, it was not what I was expecting. This film was, because at CinemaCon, we got to see the first, I think, like 15 minutes of the film. And even with that, what I will say is we saw it IMAX, we saw it, I think Dolby Atmos at that screen, and they had just put in brand new, at CinemaCon, brand new screens. Because that's the new thing now, is we can't keep updating sound, we can't keep updating the film roll. We now have to update the screens themselves to match the level of quality that everything else is elevated.
They went from the gray screens to the black screen. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, yeah. For crisper colors. And so I got to see it in the best way possible. And the thing that I remember was this film gives you anxiety. This film gives you anxiety because if it matches racing games in the way that it'll put you in the cockpit and it feels like you are like
when you know that the director is the same director from Top Gun, right?
Yeah. So it feels very much that same way, and it's scary. They emphasize the fact, and this is a line from the film, but they emphasize the fact that these are not cars. These are rockets. These are rockets made of plastic because they have to be light. They have to be aerodynamic. And it isn't just a movie about racing. It's a movie about how to race. So it's not just about, and it's not a movie about what is F1. It's a movie about a driver's commitment to being in F1, if that makes sense. So it's not like a tutorial or an explanation on, hey, what is F1? Here's how you become a racer. It's no. We're already in the thick of it. How do I be the best at this thing that I'm assuming everyone already knows about? And if you don't know about F1, don't worry, you'll catch up. So it's really cool. There's so much more scientifically that goes on with becoming the fastest racer. There's so much more mentally, physically, emotionally. But
damn, you selling this on me.
What I will say about this film is it takes place in 2025. And what we know about fame and glory in 2025 is that a lot of that is quantifiable on your social status. So what does that mean when you've got an old guy like Brad Pitt who's coming in and is not social media savvy versus a young kid who knows if I'm not seen, I'm not important. So what does that do to the F1 in this very dangerous game where you got to work as a team, but also there can be only one winner?
Dang.
So
she said so was I. Adam, because I know you've talked about it a lot, and then like whenever I saw the trailer, I was like, yeah, I'm actually very interested. And so that's amongst a lot of things needed to be watched. I did want to say this is what this broke literally this morning. Guys, did you guys hear about Warner Brothers?
Probably not. I just woke up.
Did you guys hear about Warner Brothers?
What?
Warner Brothers is splitting into two companies, everybody. Warner Brothers that merged to become Warner Bros. Discovery will be splitting into two companies. Streaming and studios will include WB-TV, W Pictures, WB Games, DC, HBO, blah, blah, blah. And then their global networks,
just call it what it is.
News and Discovery. So Discovery is its own thing now again, guys.
They split Warner Brothers into fiction and nonfiction. That's
We're right back. Hold on.
They split Warner Brothers into fiction and non-fiction. That is all this is.
Oh my God, that joint had me so dying.
I mean, it's not as bad as HBO. HBO Go, HBO Now.
Yeah, we're right back to HBO Max. That happened and we didn't get to talk about it because we were here last week. My fault.
Oh my God.
But speaking of
happening.
But yeah, Adam, thoughts. Warner Bros. Right back where they started.
Well,
where did
Adam
it bring
didn't even get to say his thoughts on F1 before you jumped over here.
I've been talking about it forever.
We already know he loves F1. He's good.
Well, I will tell you, Jasmine, it's an easy watch. It's like a half hour each episode. It is called Formula One Academy. No, I'm just letting you know. It is. So what happened with Formula One is the last woman to actually be in Formula One, like race with the guys in Formula One, has started this new thing where she's taking girls and they only have 2 years to prove themselves. Once they prove themselves, they move on to like minor league Formula One. And she's trying to get more girls into Formula One. So it's not just male dominated. So it actually is worth a watch.
Kind of your cup of tea. Jasmine's like,
it is very women, and actually,
I might get invited to a race.
So since you watched the movie, you understand like what a principal is and stuff like that. So the principal for Mercedes, his wife is who it is, and she is running this, so she understands it because the principal for Mercedes has had one of the greatest drivers ever with Lewis Hamilton. I know you know who Lewis Hamilton is. So he was in the movie. So he actually did make the movie as a driver. He's literally the greatest Formula One driver ever.
He looks like every other bitch. I don't know.
He does not. You know how I know he does not? He's black.
I don't remember a single black person other than the lead in that movie. I'm going to tell you that right now. There was one. No, there were two black people. One of them was the head of the pit crew. There were two black people in that film.
So let's just go ahead, because what I was trying to do was stop Adam from being disappointed about Formula One.
I don't get the answer to your question about the Warner Brothers thing is, Jordan, do you remember when KFC and Long John Silver's were together in a restaurant?
First of all, don't be racist.
Do you remember when they were together?
They still are in some places, or is it Pizza Hut now?
None of that. That's what it was. It was the same thing made by the same company. Both were trash. That's what this is. This is Warner Brothers.
She said fiction and nonfiction.
We're just going to make movies.
That's what it is.
And then what we're going to do is say, well, you know what? We're not making a movie anymore. Taxed, brought back to the company, and then we're just going to show it on the television anyways.
Yeah, bro. Should have been an email. Should have just stayed separate from the.
Yeah, like nobody.
Email.
I'm really over the merger conversations, to be honest.
I feel like every year.
It's something.
Conversation of like Warner Brothers changing a logo, canceling a movie, or anything. But hey, positive, right? We've got the 3 fucking Potters.
I'm dead.
I wish we weren't talking about that anymore. I'm so tired. I wish that movie would slowly or that show would slowly not happen.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, man, just let it go. I
don't know. And every day there's a new actor joining on there that I really appreciated. And it's such a tricky thing, right? Because I don't know what to do. If I were given the opportunity, if I was a mainstream actor, if I was a or B list actor, and I was given the opportunity to be on a show as prolific an IP as prolific as Harry Potter. And I'm for trans rights. I'm for LGBTIQ rights. Love is love. Like if I'm purely that, but I have this opportunity to do a show, I would be like, it's money, it's longevity, it's security, and also it's an opportunity for me to stand up for those individuals.
That's what I was going to say, is people don't ever think about the intersection of that. Like sometimes you're not feeding the machine by being a part. You also are like,
you can take it down from within.
Yeah, at what point do we, again, it's Black Gay Comic, he says this a lot, representation is normalization. And so like being in there as a part of it with the identity that you have helps to bring the message. But
you are also helping fund one of the biggest heads of the Hydra.
Hate that she gets money no matter what. Like
that's
sucks.
The problem. Is she?
I will say with Hogwarts, the Hogwarts Legacy game, that was a big thing, because what a lot of people didn't understand was buying the game or not buying the game didn't affect her. She was already paid. They had paid her a lump sum to be able to utilize it. So if you didn't want to see the game fail or the devs get laid off, you supported the game. But as far as talking about more positive things and talking about looking up to hope, can we talk about how there was a new TV spot for your boy Superman? Did you guys see this?
Don't care.
Superman.
Did you say you don't care?
Don't care.
The glasses.
About Superman?
Loser. You're a loser.
Don't care. Like we're gonna get.
He doesn't care about trailers.
700 other
stupid
like.
I liked it.
Playing now. You can stop playing now.
Yeah, you can stop playing it. I hear you, and I think I am more Team Adam at this point. I've gotten enough. I think I've gotten enough as far as promos.
How many
I'm
times?
gonna watch it.
How many? So Fantastic Four.
That marketing
right?
budget.
How many trailers did we get? Teaser trailers did we get? Small trailers did we get? Trailers about the trailer for the trailer.
I'm not
for
really
tomorrow.
seeing much. Fantastic Four's coming up quick.
Fantastic Four is getting more
Superman,
poster.
isn't it?
It's getting more
so
poster
in order,
stuff.
it'll be first
Superman.
week of July is Jurassic World. Second week is Superman. Third week is Smurfs with Rihanna. Fourth week is the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
This
So
one I just thought was
technically,
cute.
it's
There was
F1
a
first. So it's F1
True.
and then it starts all that.
F1 and How to Train Your Dragon the same week.
Oh, I did say I accidentally didn't even show the tweet. One said there was just a cute little thing. Lois said eventually people are going to figure out you're Superman. And he was like, yeah, but the glasses. I'm down for this little cute corny Superman. I don't care. But
Superman is cute and corny. He's farm boy. You know, he's not Metropolis.
He's Smallville. But yeah, I am down with the one trailer that I'd seen. This was just cute because I saw the tweet about the eventually you guys are gonna figure out because of glasses. And seeing that trailer on the big screen, the original like trailer that came out that we discussed, man, that I'm ready to see that movie. I also did want to say, because we've gotten to be able to see a couple of things. Just a quick thing of why we weren't here last week. Your boy was going to DreamCon. It was a great time. I need more of my homies to show up. A lot of people were saying, man, I kind of want to go. So I unfortunately was not able to get in to see Megan. It was too full.
But people ruin everything is the answer.
Oh my God. Yeah. So
some guy just
yeah, so she had a meet and greet.
New York?
Yeah.
Remember when we were together in New York?
We've been together in New York so many times.
You, me, Maria, Juju. Remember when we were there and then we split and then something happened?
No.
Whatever. Never mind. Anyways, Megan got her caduced hand.
Yeah, someone at one of her meet and greets came up for his picture and just straight put, and she was like, and then moved his hand up onto her waist. And I was like, this is why people think that anime conventions are gross.
Nothing about this is appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
But I promise you that's not the first time. And that is so disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just more disappointing because I remember seeing so many posts on TikTok or just maybe social media in general of people being like, y'all don't act a fool. We want her to come back. She has made it very clear that she supports this entire weebdom. I need y'all to behave. And then to hear that someone took advantage of the opportunity just is really disappointing because either she doesn't do meet and greets anymore or she just doesn't come anymore. Or it's like a separation of church and state where she's like off to the side and you have to stand like 3 feet away from her kind of a thing. So
like the pandemic nonsense with the glass, right? Like,
yeah, it was annoying, but I saw lots of great clips for her panel. She announced she's got a anime coming out with Amazon. Super dope.
Not surprised.
No, it's great, dude. She was she cosplayed Yoriichi from Bleach.
She also hosted the cosplay contest.
Yes, she had a cosplay contest. I met someone who she was one of the people pre-picked, and then they had some people that they picked from the crowd. And she got compliments on her cosplay from Meg. Some other people who I networked with, they did get a meet and greet with Meg, and I was like, Meg the Stallion in your phone, don't Meg the Stallion in my phone. That's crazy. Maybe next time. But no, I unfortunately didn't get to see her, but I had a lot to do, so it was all good. Happy that she came out though.
I think I would have talked to her about She-Hulk.
100%. 100%. That would have been great.
I would have asked her if, because She-Hulk obviously is coming back in the MCU, so does that mean Megan Thee Stallion also is? And if so, how would you like that to be? Is there any opportunity for you to become part of the Avengers in some official capacity? Just, cute shit like that.
Or are you just going to jump to DC and become what we all want?
What do we all want?
What character would she be in DC?
We're asking because we don't know. We love how you always assume we know what you're thinking.
There's so many characters in the DC. Who are you wanting?
She's cosplayed it.
She's cosplayed a lot.
Titans?
Starfire?
You want her as Starfire?
I like the idea.
I say this with respect. She's too old. This ain't.
They're doing young Teen Titans.
Yeah. What?
They're
trying to do.
Yeah.
They're trying to actually do young Teen Titans.
Yeah. No, we're starting from the ground, and we're talking longevity with these shows.
Yeah, because James wants them to be it for years.
I understand that, but if we're getting Brave and the Bold, it's Damian, not. So we're getting Nightwing. So the original Titans are going. So I don't
think those are two separate shows.
No, I know that. I'm just like, we're not technically starting from the ground up longevity. It's like we've passed Titans.
The Titans
and
are
young Titans.
What I'm saying is the Nightwing is not going to be Dick Grayson. Those are going to be two separate actors, two separate universes.
No, I'm fully aware of what we're talking about. I'm just saying, like, we're going to get at some point, probably in that universe, the original Titans, older version in the cinematic universe are doing, but Young Titans or Champions or whatever Champions is
MCU.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. But like, it's going to be Young Titans, and then that
let them play in their sandbox. All right, let them play in their sandbox. They don't even start casting until the fall. Everything is fine.
I might be in it. Beast Boy.
I was thinking Cyborg, but I think
wow.
I saw some
Clayface.
Oh yeah, actually, no, you'd be a really good Clayface. He's like dorky and silly. But I saw that they were putting out what do you call it, Dreamcast already, and Iñaki is the one that they're pushing for Beast Boy. Iñaki is a One Piece. He's a Luffy One Piece right now, live action.
They said that he would be really cute, because he's like goofy, silly.
Yeah, like him for Beast Boy.
In the realm of superhero movies as well, because I know Adam accidentally jumped to Marvel for a second. They're saying that Fantastic Four: First Steps is inspired by the Sam Raimi trilogy. They're saying that we're getting that feel good feeling of superhero. I don't know. I kind of like it in the sense of like maybe
screen time.
No, it says Collider. Collider said it. They don't like to actually credit for some reason. But like I like it in the sense of like anything that I've seen of Fantastic Four and Superman feels like. So what I feel like we love about DC is that DC is very fantastical, and people were like, it feels like I'm watching the animated show in live action when I see stuff from Superman. And then in Fantastic Four, it feels like, even though MCU has been super big on like being so kind of grounded, and we got a more grounded Fantastic Four with Galactus being a big dark cloud instead of just a giant, that this feels like we're getting the more fantastical feeling, no pun intended, when it comes to our superhero movies. So I'm excited for First Steps.
Or
I bought tickets and might not even be here for it.
Hear me out. Go watch something else.
Why?
Wait, what?
I'm so over this. I'm gonna die on this hill right now. I'm so over Marvel DC bullshit. Like, I will go watch them. I'm excited, sure, to see Fan 4. It's like the Sam.
So Jasmine and I have this lovely show called The Media Emcees, where we talk about comic book movies.
Hold on, because I want him to finish this thought. Go ahead, and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say.
I'm sick of them continuously trying to go back to the nostalgia they had 20 years ago or whatever of DC and Marvel movies, and keep giving just tons and tons of shit and then going, sorry, we're going to give you the same thing though. And then give you the same thing though. And then give you the same thing though. And it's just repetitiveness. And it's just like, and everyone screams for more, but just go watch something else. Broaden the horizon.
He wants you to go see F1.
I don't want F1, actually. I would say there's a shit ton of movies every week on top of all the ones coming out. I actually just saw a show the other day. It was fantastic. I was going to tell Jasmine about it. It was an anime show I went to see over at the Japan Society.
You can talk about that.
Is it done to done?
It is not done to done.
He thought it was, but it wasn't. But it still ended up being good.
Have you ever heard?
Let me hold on before we jump to anime, because I could talk about that for the rest of the stream. I want to say Adam is not incorrect. His delivery is shit, though. Yeah. He's not wrong, but his delivery is awesome. Is there superhero fatigue? Absolutely. And I think that's why Marvel and the big wigs. It is. It is, baby. It's we're getting it because you said that. You said it again, just shittily. It's that
negligence at this point.
No, back that train up. Back the train up. It is fatigue. It's because it's the same thing over and over, the same shit reheated. But the difference is that with these new superhero films, specifically Superman and Fantastic Four, they are actively trying to do something different. And the problem is that we do have the weight of all of these years, 20 plus years, 30 years, really, if you're going all the way back to the Hulk, 30 years worth of just drivel and but I can't say garbage, because we did enjoy it for the times, but we need the movies to catch up to what we need now. And unfortunately, they are kind of pulling from nostalgia. They're pulling from past expectations, but those are the people with the money. That's the people who are spending the money to go and see these films. And I, for one, am excited. I get excited every single time, especially when you have movies like Thunderbolts, which unfortunately didn't do well, and that sucks, because they absolutely tried to do something different. That was a film about mental health. And because it was not, the normal action or whatever, it didn't do well.
It wasn't No Way Home. It wasn't Endgame.
The one that was before that was action and all the stuff they always wanted. Everyone bitched about it, and it still made like triple the money Thunderbolts did.
Yeah, people said that Captain America is, again, how is one a flop and the other one's great?
In Captain America's defense, for the culture, we're not gonna let it flop. Even though it's not good, fair. We're not gonna let it flop.
That's fair. But no, and then just the last thing on Marvel, because I'm not gonna let it slide by. 2 weeks, everyone. We have got Ironheart. They also dropped another thing for that as well. I'm not playing the sound. Sorry.
That's okay. I just got invited from a friend to go to this. Nice. She hit me up and she was like, "Hey, are you going to Ironheart?" I was like, "No, like I don't know what's going on with Disney. I'm not really getting invited to those anymore." She's like, "Do you want to come with me?" And my problem is I've made a very, and this is a very privileged thing, and I understand this, but there are reasons why I say this. I will not go to a premiere if I have to be in the fan pit. I
remember we actually had just become acquainted as mutuals when this happened. I remember because I talked to you about my daughter. That's like how we became friends.
Literally. So but she was like, "Oh, it's not with the same Disney people that we normally do. They do have, like, I was invited as a fan, but there will not be a fan pit. We still get to walk, like all of that kind of stuff." And I was like, great. I will not do fan pit. I just don't subscribe to that. And I'm trying to go up, not down. But yeah, so I will go to Ironheart. I will get to watch the first 2 episodes, which is wild because that's a third of the show.
And also they're dropping 3 episodes the first day, so then you'll get
3 episodes twice. And that's Ironheart. Then Ironheart is brushed under the rug. So I'm excited to talk about that. I hope that show does well. I know that it won't.
You know how it does well?
What's up?
You know how it does well?
If we talk about it?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With the creators.
Read the news.
Yeah, so it's what's it called? There's a rapper, and I don't know what she really did before, but she's a musician who's gonna be, I guess, Riri's best friend or a friend in the show. Even her, she was like,
she's pretty.
I don't know. Little Betty Boop.
It looks like Regina.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not tripping. Regina Aaliyah, I think, is what it's supposed to be. But she was like, dream come true as like a fan of Marvel to now be in this. Like, even seeing this is someone who isn't like huge and famous, their debut. Like, I want to support this and I want people to talk about this. I'm excited to see how she does, how everyone does. Again, it's executive produced by Ryan Coogler, and everyone's having all the talk of Ryan Coogler with Sinners. We need to be talking about this, so we will be. I will be going back and screen recording our episodes, putting clips for this daggum show because I'm excited for it, and I really wanted to do well as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably throw my my reviews here and on my own page, just weekly Ironheart. So,
and then and I also feel you, by the way, on the go up, not down. I've become the same way about conventions. I'm kind of like, I need to at least find a badge in, and then I can figure out the rest. But I don't want to pay for badges anymore. I've come in and made content for these events. Like if New York doesn't get me a creator badge, I will find another way in. I'm not going to DreamCon again unless I've now had too much access. I can't.
I get that it for other people who just aren't in the biz, it seems selfish. It feels very like privilege.
It's hard to come out of pocket for little things like that, or to just have had a certain level of experience.
Well, and then we're not going there to just dick around. We're going there to make advertisements for them, for the con specifically, and for all of the vendors there. And we're doing that. I didn't even see you guys.
We didn't even. I don't even be getting to enjoy the panels and shit anymore. Be going to the panels and we gotta work.
You know, and even then, like, we might come in and say hi, and then we're off to the next thing.
Yeah.
Tis rough, my friends.
Adam, the anime, because it was.
What's going on with this anime? Weeaboo.
Jasmine, have you ever heard of a studio called? It's small. Studio Ghibli.
What's that one?
Okay. Do you know the creator? What's his name?
Hayamaki.
Yeah. So
Salazar.
Before he ever
Did you say
made,
Miyazaki?
Before he ever made Studio Ghibli back in 1978, he hand drew a cartoon called.
I think I know this.
Yes, you probably do. It was shown in everywhere but the U.S. basically. Well, Retro Crush, shout out to them. They invited me, and they showed the first 3 episodes the other day at the Japan Society, and got to see it. It was phenomenal.
It was this one, right?
Yeah.
Jasmine, it is a U show. It is fantastic.
Cutie. Did they do sub or dub?
It was subs. I had to think for a second. Sub. It is on the on Retro Crush. It's both. You can do either or. But yeah. So, but for there, they did sub.
Good.
But it was fantastic. Great show. Shout out to, like I said, Retro Crush. Malcolm over at the Storm. They do a podcast about anime and stuff like that. Yep, there they are.
He hosted it.
Yep, it was good times. Good times.
That is exciting. But yes, Dawn to Dawn. The first 3 episodes of season 3 are out in theater. So if you guys have the opportunity, please go and watch that. I think the next big anime film coming out is the Jujutsu Kaisen film. That'll be in theaters, and then both of them are releasing their next seasons, I think, at the end of this month. So it's a big time for anime. There's a lot happening. I know Anime Expo in LA is happening soon, July 1st. 1st through the 3rd, and then con season starts, guys. Then we're in San Diego.
Then you got New York in August. New York Anime NYC.
Yeah. That's getting bigger, too. Because it used to be, ChibiCon, and now it's just a full-on anime. Hazy. I'm excited. So it's a good time. It's a good time for cons. We had a lot going on. Anything else pop culture wise? The Tonys. The Tony Awards were last night. We had the Hamilton. We had the Hamilton.
OG Hamilton cast.
Yes, I like their little mashup that they did. And God, just ending it on History Has His Eyes on You. Like, what a great moment for them to be doing that. Oh, I love it. I think all of the major players that we thought, Rachel, I'm sorry, what is her name? Nicole Schitzwinger, the old Pussycat Dolls. She won for Sunset Boulevard.
Sorry.
No, you're okay.
She's showing the Tonys.
Did you guys watch the Tony Awards?
I watched a little bit of it with my parents before I had to head out. Yeah.
I did not.
I missed this. I missed Keanu Reeves.
That's why I wanted to show it. I was watching something else, and I will not out myself. I'm lying. I was watching Love Island USA.
He was watching Love Island.
It is juicy right now.
Hey, I saw some clip. I don't know if it's Love Island, but it's. I need to delete it off my For You page or block it because I'm so tired of seeing it. But I saw this one guy with a large pimple on his face breaking up someone, and I said, "How dare you? How dare you even walk on the camera?"
All the boys right now are breaking out like crazy for some reason. I don't know what it is. Last episode, like literally all of them were super. It's been 5 days, if that.
But it's the stress of having to be on camera and having to break up with some
cut.
So it's stressful. That and it's cut. I'm sorry. The cameras weren't set. Can you break up with her one more time, please? Back it up. Let's get the tear ducts. Can we get some sanitizer under the eyes? Thank you. It's that over and over and over again, while also having someone constantly bringing you drinks over and over. Like, you're not being fed healthily. They need you intoxicated. They need you in a good state.
Somebody told me that those like recouplings can take almost up to 3 hours sometimes, and they'll have them till like 2 or 3 in the morning, or sometimes they've seen that like the sun coming up, and it's just like
you're just recouple. Yeah. And then you have to wake up and do like the crew switches. The crew will switch out to the next crew, but it's still just you're exhausted. Yeah. It's still just you.
But in fairness, you're in Fiji. You're just having a good time.
You don't see Fiji. You see the prison. You don't get to see Fiji.
It's
you don't
colorful
get
and it has a hot tub.
You know what? You know what? Go ask Jer if you could be on the show. Then you talk about how good it is. Huh?
Actually, she did see this other one. It was what was it? Where two divorced couples, or where divorced couples go on this island.
And then they bring a bunch of hot people to see, like, would you choose them again? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucked. It's kind of fucked. If you guys ever have the opportunity, go watch Unreal. It's a television show. Oh, you guys have seen it?
Yes, love Unreal.
This. Oh, so good. Last thing I want to talk about, because we're getting to the titty of the gritty of it. Squid Game season 3 is coming up, and we're talking about the difficulty of filming. At this point, and I might get the number wrong, but it still is significant and gross. At this point, the creator of Squid Games has lost, I think he said 5 teeth because of the stress of making this show. I have never known, I've heard of like pregnancy when your teeth get really loose just because of the hormone imbalance and obviously like illnesses and stuff. I've never heard of teeth being lost due to stress.
Yep.
That's insane.
It's insane. No. It's scary. And it's
like, just to let everybody know, Netflix is opening a brand new studio here in Jersey down the street. They bought an old military base, and
that's not sketch at all.
Yeah, so yeah,
got it for pennies probably.
Filming in Jersey soon, everybody.
Is that a studio house that they're doing, or oh wow,
it is in New Jersey. Huge. The area they bought.
They bought a military compound.
Yep.
Crazy. Yep. It makes sense though. I can understand like those bunkers being turned into film studios.
Well, especially if they're going on in Georgia and stuff, and they're trying to do more, and especially with
that and they're
fucking stupid bills. So you know,
can't film in LA.
Yeah.
Can't film overseas either. gotta make Jersey look like Scotland.
Was it you guys that showed me that video? I've been telling everyone religiously now about do you want an organic movie or do you want an AI movie?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Have you
been seeing what's been going viral? Speaking of like the AI nonsense, either like the gorilla or bear or something like that, or like they're taking podcasts or movie scenes, stuff like that, and turning them into babies.
I've seen podcasts. It's like a CapCut app thing. I've seen so many like of my favorite podcasters doing that, and I'm like, stop. Like,
enough.
I see that, I immediately turn away. This is not going to engage me to watch.
I want AI for whenever I need a list. Not for videos.
The last thing I'll say is I'm watching this guy on, I forget his name and I'm so sorry, but it's such an interesting concept of people are no longer consuming the internet the way that we used to. And in fact, most people are hiding from the internet because it's so market heavy, because we're so induced with, hey, look at this, hey, watch this, hey, buy this.
Somebody made a video about that.
Yeah, and so now people are hiding in private spaces, in the DMs and Discord, and that's our safe place now, is community, because that's where community is. And we're slowly starting to see, because we hide to find shelter, and that's why you're not seeing a lot of people engaging on your videos anymore, because everything we do now has an undercut of, hey, buy this, hey, look at this, hey, sell this. So there's this big thing happening with marketing now that they are slowly and very aggressively going to start moving into our DMs. I don't know what you're laughing at.
Because you were talking about people pushing shit. It reminded me of a Friends video that I saw the other day talking about.
No, I know. No. He's talking about the same one.
Jamie's size?
He's talking about the same thing that I was saying. Continue your thought. We're going to have to talk about that off camera.
We'll get that in a second. But all I mean to say is now you're going to start seeing a lot of marketing happening in your DMs. And you've kind of seen that a little bit when you accidentally click something and then immediately jumps to your DMs like, hey, bestie, like, I saw that you clicked this. Like, let's talk more. And it's just no spaces are going to be safe anymore. So yeah, it's WALL-E. It's Ready Player One. It's all of that we feared is happening. It's going to be exhausting.
I just want to make videos with my friends. That's all I want to do. I don't need all this nonsense, but yeah. No, what you're talking about, Adam, I literally, when she said there's heavy marketing for everything, it's like every 2 swipes, it's like buy this off TikTok Shop, do this, do that. And I'm like, I just want to make
I used to have fun on TikTok. I just drop my videos and leave now. I don't fuck with TikTok. I'm so confused by it. I hate that I can't remove the shop from anywhere on that.
Oh, isn't that the most jarring thing when you accidentally, like when you're scrolling,
swipe over,
scroll to the right by accident, and it's like an unsolicited dick pic. Like it's just, you don't want to see it. Yeah, like literally, it's just like, what is going on?
Said no, Timothy.
Hey guys, How to Train Your Dragon. Other movies, Baron's Cove. I'm going to keep talking about it because it was fantastic. Everyone needs to go see it. It is streamable. It's on VOD. So
Ballerina.
Sure.
Ballerina you love Anna de Armas. Shut up.
I do.
Ballerina is great.
I'm sure.
Have you seen
it? No, because I watched Baron's Cove instead.
No, watch Ballerina.
Sure. I'll go watch it. I currently can't at the moment, but sure I will.
I have so many movies to watch. I have to go see the Don DeDon movie.
Same.
John Wick. Obviously, I guess Baron's Cove, if he's going to stay in my ear about it.
The Accountant 2 started.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's streaming somewhere.
We're eating, but it's too much.
No, it's never enough.
It's literally Golden Corral right now with movies.
Facts. I don't want to hear nobody say they ain't got nothing to do.
Boy. It's summer and we're here for it. I digress, guys.
Blockbuster though, like summer was like had that one blockbuster. They had movies, but there was always that one that laid it down. Yeah, you can nod all you want over there.
Anyway, guys, we're here. We're 48 minutes into it. I got a full day. It is Monday. Let's get this week started. The media MCs are here.
This has been Jasmine Paige Moore.
I'm over here.
Yeah. Not for me. We never say our names.
Our names are here at the bottom.
That's also fair. But you got us here with Jasmine Paige Moore, the official Megs, and Jay Frisian.
It's time, guys. I appreciate you guys watching, and look for us everywhere because, like marketing, we're just gonna be in your face.
We ain't going anywhere.
Hasta pasta, my friends. Until the next time.